Now, a little further north, Egypt has increased electricity prices by up to 26% as it tries to balance the budget. Officials are trying to deal with the economic crisis that has been made a lot worse by recent global instabilities. Egypt is struggling to cope with record high inflation rates close to 40%, mounting debt costs, and a local currency that has lost nearly 90% of its value in the last 3 years. Yasser Kim has the details from Cairo.
The year began with an increase in the prices of metro and train tickets, internet and mobile phone packages, and electricity bills, as the state moved to reduce its expenditure in the cash-strapped economy.
Reforming any economy begins with curbing expenditure. A hike in expenses leads to losses in the state budget and, in turn, an accumulation of debt which puts a huge burden on the state.
The Prime Minister moved to ease concerns after the government increased electricity prices by 16 to 26% as it resumed a delayed 5-year plan to gradually suspend energy subsidies.
When we began our economic reforms recently, we concentrated on restructuring subsidies. By this, we did not mean cutting subsidies on all people, but we want the subsidies to reach only the real beneficiaries, who are the low-income earners.
To tackle inflation, the government had suspended exports of strategic commodities to increase supply in the local market and keep prices in check. It has also expanded social security programs to support the predominantly poor population.
The state is putting in a lot of effort in opening supply points to sell at low prices. But the problem is that we need stricter control on traders who abuse the situation and raise prices of stock products to starve the market and push inflation up.
Meanwhile, banks have this week issued record-high 27% certificates of deposits for clients to keep their money in the banks. This will put a cap on inflation and support the weakening local currency.
The IMF wants us to float the Egyptian pound, but I believe we shouldn't allow a free currency exchange market until we have enough dollar revenue sources that will protect the local currency.
Most experts believe more sustainable measures are needed.
We depend on dollar revenues that are affected by international events like tourism and the Suez Canal, and therefore we feel the impact of any global or regional instabilities. However, if we produce, manufacture and export products, this will be more sustainable for the economy.
Officials are racing against time to implement reforms to support an economy already feeling the brunt of recent geopolitical tensions and to appease international donors as it seeks badly needed financial support. Yasser Hakim for CGTN, Cairo, Egypt.